Have you ever wondered why some decisions seem to drain you while others energize you? It's a curious thing, isn't it? Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, can be a valuable framework for improving decision-making skills. Welcome to Reflective Rise, your window to timeless wisdom. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel for all future wisdom bits. Now let's dive in and see how Stoic principles can help us make better decisions. The first Stoic principle we need to understand is what is within our control. In our lives, there are things we can control and things we cannot. We can control our actions, our thoughts, our responses, but we cannot control the actions of others, the weather, or the passage of time. It's essential to recognize this difference. Why? Because focusing on what we can't control often leads to stress and frustration, while focusing on what we can control can lead to empowerment and growth. This understanding forms the crux of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism, an ancient Greek philosophy, emphasizes the importance of focusing our energy and attention on the things within our power. Stoics believed that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. And that is where our real power lies. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, late for a meeting. You can't control the traffic, but you can control your response. You could choose to stress over the situation, or you could use the time to listen to an audiobook or plan your day. The choice is yours. Understanding what is in your control also helps when making decisions. When you focus on controllable factors, you reduce the scope of the problem and make it more manageable. You're no longer trying to solve the world's problems, just your own. And that can make the decision-making process much less daunting. So the next time you're faced with a decision, take a moment to distinguish between what's in your control and what's not. Focus your energy on the controllable factors. You'll find that not only will your decision-making process become more manageable, but the decisions you make will be more effective. By recognizing what is in your control, you empower yourself to make more effective decisions. And that's the first step towards improving your decision-making skills with Stoicism. Now let's think about how we perceive situations. Perception plays a significant role in our decision-making process. However, it's crucial to distinguish between perception and reality when we're making decisions. Stoicism teaches us to practice objective judgment. This means striving to see the situation as it truly is, not just how we perceive it. Perception can be colored by emotions, personal biases, and past experiences. Objective judgment, on the other hand, involves removing these emotional layers and focusing solely on the facts. Consider a situation where you have to make a decision. Instead of letting your emotions guide you, take a step back. Evaluate the facts at hand without any personal bias or emotional attachment. This approach ensures that your decisions are not clouded by emotions or skewed by subjective perceptions. Objective judgment allows us to make decisions based on reality, not our perceptions. Remember, a decision made from a clear objective standpoint is more likely to bring about desired outcomes. What if we told you that obstacles are not roadblocks but opportunities? A surprising concept, isn't it? Yet this is a fundamental idea in Stoicism. When we encounter challenges, they're not just hurdles to overcome or avoid. They are, in fact, opportunities to practice virtues like patience, resilience, and creativity. Imagine you're faced with a difficult project at work. Instead of seeing it as a burden, view it as a chance to improve your problem-solving skills, to demonstrate your ability to handle pressure, to show your capacity for innovative thinking. Stoics believe that these obstacles, these tests of character, are what make us stronger, wiser. They shape us, help us grow, and ultimately, they improve our decision-making skills. Consider this the next time you're faced with a challenge. See it as a chance to learn, to grow, to become a better version of yourself. Obstacles, then, become stepping stones to better decision-making. Reflection is the mirror to our actions. A simple yet profound concept that Stoicism firmly roots itself in. Reflecting regularly is like taking a step back, allowing us to see the bigger picture. It's a moment of pause, a chance to evaluate our decisions, our choices, and the paths we've taken. Imagine the process as a dialogue with yourself, a conversation where you can ask, what went well? What could have been better? How have my decisions affected me and those around me? This practice is not about dwelling on the past or fostering regret. Instead, it's about learning, about understanding our actions and their consequences. Stoicism encourages us to use reflection as a tool for growth. It helps us identify patterns, understand our strengths and weaknesses, and make informed decisions in the future. Like a compass, reflection guides us, ensuring we stay true to our principles and values. Through reflection, we can continuously improve our decision-making skills. Imagine making decisions from a place of calm, rational thought. Picture a serene lake, undisturbed by the winds of passion or the tides of impulse. That's the state of mind we're aiming for when practicing dispassionate deliberation. It's about making decisions not in the heat of the moment, but after thoughtful consideration. It's about taking a step back, observing the situation and asking yourself, what would a wise person do here? The beauty of dispassionate deliberation is that it provides a clear, unclouded lens through which to view your choices. It's the difference between reacting to a situation and responding to it. Remember, impulsivity might offer instant gratification, but it often leads to regret. Rational thought, on the other hand, may require patience, but it yields wiser decisions that stand the test of time. So the next time you're faced with a decision, give dispassionate deliberation a try. Dispassionate deliberation leads to wiser decisions. What if every decision you made was morally good? Imagine a world where every choice you make aligns with virtues such as justice, courage, moderation, and wisdom. This is the world that Stoicism invites us to inhabit. Within the sphere of Stoicism, virtues are not just abstract concepts. They are guiding principles, the compass that directs our actions and decisions. Stoics hold that the best decision is the one that is morally good, the one that aligns with virtues. But what does it mean for a decision to be virtuous? A virtuous decision is one that respects justice. It is fair, unbiased, and seeks the good of all involved. It upholds the rights of others and treats everyone with equal consideration. It doesn't exploit, manipulate, or take advantage of others. A virtuous decision also embodies courage. It is not deterred by difficulties or challenges. It is willing to face risks and uncertainties, to step out of the comfort zone, if that's what it takes to do what is right. It stands up to pressure and defies the odds. Moderation, too, is a hallmark of virtuous decisions. Such decisions avoid extremes. They strike a balance between excess and deficiency. They are not driven by greed or lust, but by a sense of proportion and appropriateness. Finally, a virtuous decision is governed by wisdom. It is informed and thoughtful. It weighs the pros and cons, considers the long-term consequences, and opts for the most beneficial course of action. By focusing on these virtues, we can elevate our decision-making process. We can transcend the realm of the average and the ordinary and ascend to the realm of the noble and the virtuous. We can ensure that our decisions are not merely good, but truly great. But remember, virtues are not a checklist to be ticked off. They are habits to be cultivated, values to be internalized. They demand practice, patience, and perseverance. They entail a commitment to personal growth and moral excellence. They require us to strive not for success as the world defines it, but for the goodness and nobility that lie within our reach. By focusing on virtuous actions, we can ensure that our decisions are not just good, but great. Let us embark on this journey of virtue and transform the way we make decisions. What if you are ready for any outcome, good or bad? This is where Stoicism shines. It equips us with the tools to face any situation, no matter how daunting it may seem. One such tool is negative visualization. This isn't about being a pessimist, but about preparing our minds for different scenarios. Imagine a chess player contemplating their next move. They consider every possible response from their opponent, even the ones that could lead to their defeat. This is negative visualization. It's about anticipating potential outcomes, even the unfavorable ones, and planning our actions accordingly. By doing this, we reduce fear and anxiety. We know what could happen, and we're ready for it. It's like having a mental rehearsal before the actual performance. We're less likely to be blindsided by unexpected events because we've already played them out in our minds. preparing for different outcomes allows us to face any situation head-on. The unknown becomes less intimidating when we're mentally prepared for it. What if external events didn't affect your peace of mind? This might seem impossible at first, but it's a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us that external events, in themselves, are neither good nor bad. It's our judgments that assign them value. Just think about it. When making decisions, we often get swayed by external circumstances. But what if we could maintain our calm, irrespective of the whirlwind around us? That's where cultivating indifference to indifferent things comes in. It's about focusing on your own actions and attitudes, not on external events. It's about understanding the true nature of things and not letting them dictate your decisions. Rather than reacting to every event, we should respond with thoughtfulness, guided by our values and principles. This doesn't mean ignoring the world around us, but rather it means observing it dispassionately, without letting it cloud our judgment. By cultivating indifference to indifferent things, we can maintain our calm in any situation. What if you could make decisions without feeling overwhelmed by too many options? This is where the art of simplifying your choices comes in. It's about determining what's truly essential and eliminating unnecessary options. This way, we steer clear of decision fatigue, that feeling of exhaustion and overwhelm that arises from having too many choices. To simplify your choices, begin by identifying the essentials. What are the factors that truly matter in the decision you're about to make? Once you've identified these, disregard the rest. This process of elimination brings clarity and focus. Remember, not every option warrants your energy and attention. By discerning what's vital from what's trivial, you can allocate your resources more effectively. Also, this practice aligns well with Stoicism's emphasis on focusing on what's within our control. In doing so, we're not just making our lives easier, we're making them richer and more meaningful. Simplifying our choices allows us to focus on what's truly important. What if you could be fully present in every decision you make? Imagine the power of that. Practicing mindfulness means being completely in the moment, tuned into your thoughts and feelings, and aware of the situation around you. It's about silencing the noise of distraction and focusing on the task at hand. Decision-making in this instance. Mindfulness is more than just a trendy buzzword. It's a powerful tool that can help you gather a clear and complete picture of the situation at hand. When you're mindful, you're not just blindly reacting to events as they occur. Instead, you're consciously responding to them with full awareness and understanding. With mindfulness, you can observe your thoughts and emotions without judgment, allowing you to make decisions that are aligned with your true values and objectives. It's about slowing down, paying attention, and being intentional with your choices. Mindfulness allows us to make decisions with full awareness and clarity. So be present, be attentive, be mindful. What if you could make decisions that benefit you in the long run? A vital aspect of Stoic thinking involves taking long-term perspectives. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of immediate gratification. However, Stoicism encourages us to look beyond the here and now. Consider the lasting consequences of your decisions. Ask yourself, will this choice serve my interests not just today, but a year from now, 5 years, or even 10? It's about understanding that every decision we make today echoes into our future. In the grand scheme of things, the immediate pleasure or gain we might receive from a decision can often pale in comparison to the long-term benefits or drawbacks. It's the difference between choosing a donut over a salad or deciding to save money instead of making an impulsive purchase. By adopting this mindset, we can make more prudent decisions that align with our long-term goals and values. Taking a long-term perspective ensures that our decisions are truly beneficial. What if you could be content with the outcome of every decision you make? Now, that's a question that might seem absurd at first. After all, who wouldn't want to win at every turn? But Stoicism proposes a different way to look at things, a practice known as acting with reservation. Acting with reservation doesn't mean being indecisive or hesitant. It's about understanding that while you have complete control over your actions and decisions, the outcome of those decisions is not always in your hands. It's about focusing on the process rather than the result. It's about putting your best foot forward and accepting the outcome, whatever it may be, with grace and equanimity. This Stoic practice encourages us to act according to our principles. When we make decisions grounded in virtue, we can be content with the outcome irrespective of what it is. Why? Because we have acted in alignment with our values, with our true selves. The external result then becomes secondary. So, how do we apply this in daily life? Let's say you're preparing for a big presentation at work. You put in the hours, you do your research, you practice your delivery, you've done all you can to make it a success. But when the day comes, perhaps the technology fails, or perhaps your audience is not receptive. If you've acted with reservation, you understand that these factors are beyond your control. You can still be content because you know you gave it your all. Acting with reservation is a powerful way to navigate the world. It prevents us from becoming too attached to specific outcomes, thereby saving us from unnecessary disappointment and stress. It teaches us to value the journey as much as, if not more than, the destination. It's a liberating perspective, isn't it? Imagine going through life knowing that as long as you're true to your principles, you can face any outcome with a sense of peace. It's not about winning or losing, success or failure. It's about the integrity of your actions. Acting with reservation allows us to find peace with every decision we make. So as we journey through life, let's strive to act with reservation, to live in line with our principles, and to find contentment in every decision we make. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe to stay connected with us for all future wisdom bits.